Hey guys, how you doing? The Amazfit Balance 3 and Samsung Galaxy Watch 9 both offer an extremely bright AMOLED display, sapphire glass, dual-band GPS, and extensive health tracking. But despite those similarities, these watches are built around two completely different ideas. One of them has the predictable advantage in battery life. In a difficult GPS environment, however, the other one genuinely surprised me. A spec sheet comparison, therefore, would not tell the full story. We are going to compare design, smart features, sport tracking, GPS, health, battery life, and the price. By the end, I will tell you exactly which watch suits which type of user. So the Balance 3 combines the appearance of a traditional sports watch with elements from Amazfit's T-Rex series. Its octagonal stainless steel case measures 51.4 millimeters, is 14.6 millimeters thick, including the sensor, and weighs 62 grams without the strap. This is a large watch with a lot of wrist presence. The Galaxy Watch 9 is considerably more discreet. This 44mm model measures 46 by 43.7 by 8.6 millimeters and weighs 34 grams without the band. It is less noticeable while sleeping, and Samsung also offers a 40mm version. Samsung therefore has the advantage if you want a smaller watch. Amazfit provides 4 physical buttons, including a rotating and clickable crown. That makes the Balance 3 much easier to control during a workout, in the rain, or with sweaty hands. Samsung gives you 2 side buttons, the touchscreen and a digital touch bezel. The interface feels smooth in daily use, but there is no physical rotating bezel on this model. The displays are surprisingly similar. The Balance 3 uses a 1.5-inch AMOLED panel, while the Watch 9 comes in at 1.47 inches. Both offer 480 by 480 pixels, up to 3000 nits, and sapphire glass. The Balance 3 restricts maximum brightness below 30% battery. Samsung instead offers the more refined interface and many more customizable watch faces. The Balance 3 is rated for 10 ATM water resistance. The Watch 9 offers 5 ATM, IP68 and military standard protection. Both are suitable for normal workouts and swimming, but the Amazfit provides more headroom for frequent water activities. Inside the Watch 9 is the 5-core Snapdragon Wear Elite SW6100 with 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of storage. Connectivity includes Bluetooth 6.0, dual-band Wi-Fi, and NFC. Amazfit instead relies on a more efficient operating system and includes Bluetooth 5.2, 2.5 GHz Wi-Fi, a microphone, and a speaker. Next we get to the smart features in daily use. Now this category clearly favors the Galaxy Watch 9. Wear OS 7 and the Google Play Store let you install apps such as Google Maps, WhatsApp, Strava, and Spotify. Spotify Premium can store music and podcasts offline, and depending on the app, you can answer messages with quick replies, a keyboard, or a voice input. The Watch 9 is also available with LTE. With an eSIM, it can make calls, receive notifications, and streaming music without a phone nearby. You can also raise your wrist and immediately talk to Google Gemini to ask questions or create reminders. This makes the Samsung Watch far more independent from your phone. The Balance 3 runs Zap OS. It also feels smooth and well organized, but its app selection is much smaller. In return, you get 64 gigs of storage for maps, personal music files, and podcasts. Bluetooth calls work through the connected phone, but there is no LTE version. Zapflow handles voice commands, although it cannot match the app integration of Wear OS and Gemini. Amazfit includes useful tools such as a white or a red flashlight, voice memos, weather, calendar events, task lists, and an iPhone camera remote. Samsung can handle many similar tasks through its system or apps, although some require more setup. Samsung uses Google Wallet for contactless payment, while Amazfit uses Zap Pay. Since not every German bank is directly supported, Amazfit users may need a service such as Curve. The Balance 3 works with both Android phones and iPhones. The Watch 9 requires Android, and some of its health features even require a Samsung Galaxy phone. So the Balance 3 moves ahead in the sports category. It supports more than 180 sport modes and can automatically recognize up to 25 strength training exercises. You will also get workout templates, interval sessions, Zap Coach, a virtual pacer, running power, lactate threshold estimates, and a dedicated track running mode. Its HiROX package adds a race mode, PFT tests, simulations, and training plans. The watch connects to heart rate straps, Stride foot pods, and cycling sensors, while data can sync with Strava, Training Peaks, Google Fit, and Apple Health. That openness is a major advantage for ambitious athletes. Samsung Health also supports mini sports, automatic workout detection, and customizable data pages. Running Coach determines your level and creates a multi-week plan, while fitness index and endurance load put activity and recovery into context. Samsung presents this clearly, but Amazfit offers more specialized training tools. Both watches use dual-band GPS. The Balance 3 produces clean tracks in open areas during my test, but in dense forests it occasionally cut corners or shifted the recorded route slightly. The Galaxy Watch 9 stayed almost perfectly on the path in the same type of difficult environment. These recordings were not made at the exact same time, so this was not a controlled laboratory test. Even so, Samsung has been more accurate in my most difficult test locations so far. Amazfit takes the lead again in navigation. Offline maps, elevation profiles, turn-by-turn directions, nearby places searches, and automatic rerouting run directly on the watch. It can even generate round-trip routes for a specific distance. Samsung offers Google Maps and other apps, but Amazfit is better suited to planned routes and longer outdoor activities. So, both watches measure heart rate, blood oxygen, stress, skin temperature, sleep stages, and nighttime heart rate variability. On the Balance 3, hybrid charge combines biocharge, live load, and training load. Lifestyle factors and your perceived workout effort can also be included. The goal is to help you decide whether your body is ready for another hard session or needs more recovery. During steady runs, the optical heart rate sensor of the Balance 3 performed reliably in my test. During strength training and rapidly changing intensity, however, it sometimes reacted too slowly. If you need the most accurate workout data, you can connect an external chest strap. Samsung covers the more medical-focused side in much greater detail. The Watch 9 includes ECG, blood pressure measurements, irregular heart rate rhythm notifications, body composition analysis, and sleep apnea risk detection. You also get AGES index, antioxidant index, vascular load, cycle tracking, vitals, energy score, snoring detection, and sleep coaching. Both watches show awake time, light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. The Balance 3 also tracks naps and breathing quality and links the results more closely to recovery. Samsung focuses on easy-to-understand charts and practical sleep guidance. The better approach depends on whether you prioritize training recovery or general wellness. Samsung collects more health metrics overall, but availability depends on your region, phone, and software version. ECG and blood pressure use Samsung Health Monitor, and blood pressure must be calibrated regularly with an upper arm monitor. Battery life is the largest difference in this comparison. The Balance 3 contains a 658 mAh battery. Amazfit claims up to 21 days of typical use, 10 days of heavy use, and 7 days with the always-on display enabled. In my heavy use test, without permanent AOD, it used roughly 10% per day. Standard GPS tracking consumed about 2.5% per hour, while keeping the map and navigation visible increased that to around 4%. Amazfit also claims up to 41 hours in its most accurate GPS mode and 84 hours in power-saving GPS mode, making it an interesting option for long hikes and multi-day trips. The 44mm Watch 9 has a 445 mAh battery. Samsung claims up to 40 hours without the AOD and 30 hours with the AOD. After my demanding 24-hour test with maximum brightness, AOD, all health measurements, 1 hour of GPS and sleep tracking, 37% remained. It comfortably lasts through a complete day, but needs to be charged far more often. The settings were not identical, so this is not a direct one-to-one battery test, but the difference is still pretty clear. So the stainless steel Balance 3 launches at €370. Samsung officially charges €440 for the 44mm Bluetooth Watch 9 and €490 for the LTE model. That initially makes the Amazfit €70 cheaper, although discounts can obviously change the difference. If you primarily want a training tool, I would choose the Balance 3. It is also the option for iPhone users, although you have to accept its larger case and smaller app selection. I recommend the Galaxy Watch 9 if you want to replace as many phone functions as possible. It is lighter and available in 2 sizes, but battery life is much shorter and a Samsung phone provides the complete experience. There's no universal winner. Now the Galaxy Watch 9 wins as a traditional smartwatch. The Balance 3 wins as a sports watch and in value for active users. The real choice is between a smartphone for your wrist and a long-lasting training companion. Now let me know in the comments below which of these 2 approaches fits you better. If this comparison helped you, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more smart reviews and direct comparisons. So I guess I will see you in the next one. Peace!